been keeping reptiles for a pretty good amount of time, 10 years or a decade, and while I don't know each and every single species out there, I like to know that I have a pretty good idea of all the reptiles that we can keep in this hobby. Which is why when I saw this specific reptile at the show, two things went through my head. Number one, I've never even heard of this species before. I've had no idea this thing was available and that people were keeping these things. And then number two, I have to have it. And have it I did. The show didn't even start and I put money down. I didn't want to miss the chance of getting this guy, and we brought her and got her home. What exactly is this species and why is it absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited to have it here? Well, as always, you're gonna have to stick around to find out. Stick around while we talk about this absolutely amazing new project that we have going on and some updates on our breeding products that we have over here. Let's get into it. I do apologize for my appearance and lack of voice. I'm just getting over a cold. It's absolutely ridiculous, brothers. I probably like get sick once or twice a year usually, but this is like number 4. We had COVID, then we got the stomach flu, now we have a cold. I think I already had a cold like in the beginning of the year. It sucks, man. I cannot stop getting sick. Before we talk about that amazing gal that we picked up recently, I do want to give an update on all the projects we have going on here. No, this isn't just some fluff to pad so I can put some AdSense on to make money. Stop that. First things first, let's talk about right behind me, of course, the Tokay geckos. They've been doing absolutely fantastic. We have a clutch of eggs from a Diablo to Het Diablo girl. Still only one good clutch from the Green Galaxy to potential Het Green Galaxy. She did lay another clutch, but they're bad. I actually need to remove the male out. She's losing some weight and it's time to cut them off. Usually with these first year girls, I only run them for like 1 or 2 clutches just because it's their first year laying and I don't want to take too much out of them. Eggs yet from our Candy Dot to Het Platinum pairing. It's still pretty early. It's usually like a month to 2 months before I start seeing eggs if they do like each other. I have seen they do hang out in the same hides and everything. There was no aggression towards them, so it's just about timing when we start getting some eggs and then go for that world's first combination. Our high red male to female, no eggs yet, but again, same math. They were kind of thrown in together not too long. On the bottom over there, we don't have anything going on. We're still sitting on some reduced patterns from that reduced to normal girl. The ball clutch of eggs still hanging on in there, man. I am so stoked for some paradox to oddball clutch. That is going to be some awesome stuff. Well, if it turns out the way I want, it's just going to be some double head stuff, which isn't super exciting, but the next time, that'll be the one that'll be very exciting. And lastly, on this thing over here, I swear to God, man, gecko pairing of the year right now for proficiency. Prophylactic. These dudes are laying a shit ton of eggs. I kid you not. The Granite to Het Granite girl are going absolutely crazy. I think this girl has laid about 18 eggs this year, which is the most I've ever seen a Tokay gecko pair lay for me in the like years I've been doing this. Absolutely fantastic. Females going strong. We are power feeding them with super worms, crickets, dubia roaches, and then of course enough calcium to keep her going. But she does end up looking a little bit bad. We will remove her, but she's still looking absolutely fantastic. The male is looking fantastic, and she's just laying some awesome eggs for us. If you want some Pos Het Granite babies, now is the time to buy them because I have so many that are about to hatch and be for sale. Over here with our New Caledonian stuff going on, we have quite a few gargoyle babies and a couple crested babies still for sale. As you guys know, it's been a really lousy season for us right now. We have about 60 eggs in the incubator and they're taking their sweet ass time to hatch. So we have hatched a few. We got a couple of cappuccinos that will be ready here in a couple of weeks. We finally got some of our Dalmatian stuff. This baby just hatched today, which is really awesome. I'll get some nice B-roll as well. I put them in these deli cups for the first week or 2. I like that it holds humidity a lot better. It keeps them small so I'm able to see them eating food and everything like that. It seems to be going well. This is a new thing I'm trying this year. This one is our 100% Het Xanthic Super Dalmatian to Cookie, which is going to be awesome. Great looking Super Dal, nice portholes that probably got from the male. And of course, this baby is 50% possible het for Xanthic. We also hatched our first Super Dal. Well, I guess our first Super Dalmatian was over there. This is from our Pepperjack to I don't know if I have a name for him. That really nice ink splot oil spill Super Dalmatian male that we tried this year. I'm really excited to see how those babies progress because those are just some kick-ass adult Super Dalmatians that are probably going to make some absolutely blowout cresteds. Blowout? All right, Dakota. Simmer down there. Quick, boys and girls, before we continue on with today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about the website. As you've noticed over here when we talk about our breeding products, you can see a bunch of really incredible bioactive vivariums, and how I get all of these enclosures looking amazing is by going through me. Over at DB Project Jungle, you guys can get everything you need for a bioactive vivarium. This includes things like your plants. We have a variety of ferns, tropicals, bromeliads, tillandsias, all the good stuff. Custom-made substrate that we keep in all of our enclosures, which makes the plants grow as well as they do. Cleanup crews, springtails, isopods, and then of course your bioactive and plant kits. Let us take the guesswork out for you. Make a really awesome custom kit that is ready to go in your vivarium when the box gets to your door. If you guys like what you see over here, you want to help us because goddamn these moving expenses are getting very expensive, check out the website, get some stuff for us. I very much appreciate it, and your animal will appreciate getting a brand new plant or a brand new vivarium as their home. Like I mentioned, the link was right down there in the bio, or you can check it out at dbprojectjungle.com. Thank you guys so much. I think I've taken enough of your time. Let's get back into the video. You actually see some eggs for some of our gargoyles, chihuahuas, and crested, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna do some egg hunting and see what I come back with. Alrighty, not too bad. We got 2 eggs from our red-based red stripe pairing, from that 100% Xanthic Super Dalmatian, 2 from our cap pair, and then 1 egg from a Super Dalmatian pair. Not the best, but this was like midway through. I did collect some eggs about 2 weeks ago, so this is about 15 eggs this month, give or take. But of course, that is just the New Caledonian stuff we got going on. We have plenty of more projects going on. First up, the standing eyes, nothing. Big shocker. Boy, you are about 2 months away from me having you up for sale again. I swear to God, bad eggs after bad eggs. Get your shit together. Damn. Tokay Gecko pair, this is going to be the possible het patternless for both of these guys. No eggs yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. I mean, maybe there are in just a place I can't get. A lot of the stuff is drilled down. We'll take a closer look as moving day comes a bit closer, but for now, nothing for these guys. Our anoles have been doing absolutely fantastic, except for the carolensis, which I'm very surprised about because they're green anoles. You can find them anywhere, so I assumed that meant they were prolific. I guess not. No carolensis eggs so far. I mean, maybe there's eggs in there, but so far I haven't seen any babies. Macubas have been knocking it out of the park with 7 Macuba babies so far this year. I'm sorry, the Marmaratus, not the Macuba. The Macuba has also been doing good with 2 babies so far hatching out, which is very exciting. I did have 3 eggs. I artificially incubated one and it did not pass, and then I found the Marmaratus babies were hatching in the enclosure, so I just stopped looking for eggs in here and I just let them hatch out in the bioactive substrate itself. We did have an unfortunate incident with the Marmaratus babies. I was keeping them all in these acrylic 8x8x12s, and the problem is they have double screamed on the door and the upper head. And as you guys know, with me moving to the new place, I am in and out of here, and I'm only out here for maximum of 3 days. Except one point, I actually messed up my back when I did the flooring and rafters on the same weekend, and I was gone for 4 days out of here. It was unfortunately too long for the Marmaratus, and they dried out and dehydrated. So we lost all the Marmaratus babies this year, which is a real kick in the gut. This has been a very difficult time these past couple months. I'm in and out of everywhere, you know, there's not like a set place for me. I'm in here, out there, and kind of all over the place. The scheduling's all messed up, and this was a really big, this just kind of like hit it harder, you know. It's made it a very difficult time for us over here, but I just gotta keep looking. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost out of here and almost done with these back and forth trips of New Hampshire and then back to over here. Luckily, the Macubas did end up surviving, which I'm very thankful for because I absolutely love these Macuba babies. And actually, instead of the acrylic, I transferred them over into these large deli cups. These hold humidity a lot better. This was misted in the morning, and as you can see, it's still retaining those droplets and humidity. And we do have these screen tops, so they also are able to get that UVB from this bar over here. So I think this is a thing we're going to do in the next step forward. And I'll save these acrylics. I probably shouldn't have got these. These kind of suck, to be honest. But I can use these for grow out like tokay geckos. And then when the anoles and other geckos get a little bit bigger, this can be like a subadult cage. Except it's an 8x12. So how long can they fit in here? Honestly, these will probably be getting transferred out here pretty damn soon, probably next season. Alrighty, I think I've kept you guys in suspense for long enough. In this enclosure right here, we have a brand new species and a new breeding project we are working on. This is the yellow-spotted night lizard. I don't know what you guys are thinking, the yellow-spotted, what? I know, I have never heard of this species before, and honestly, that day at the show was mostly me looking up what very, very little online information there are, and then trying to get into contact with people that are personally keeping these species to learn a little bit more about their habitat and how I can keep them. Yellow spotted tropical night lizard, or hang on, I got this. Lepidophimia flavimaculatum. Is that Latin, or did I just cast a spell on you? Well, I don't know. Are you in love with me? Nocturnal lizard hailing from Central America and Central Mexico area. These guys are absolutely fantastic. From what I've been told, they are fine in the ambient, well, a little bit higher ambient. We keep our ambients in like the 80s over here, as you can tell by my sweaty and red face going on. Ambient temperatures with good humidity while the animal is not getting wet. This is an animal just like the other species, crocodile skinks, the Chinese cave geckos, where you are not going to see them. They are a nocturnal, well, croc skinks aren't nocturnal, but like the Chinese cave gecko, this is going to be a nocturnal species that is going to be rarely seen out during the daytime. Really, so much so, yeah, we talk a lot about like nocturnal, but really a lot of these species are crepuscular, out in dusk and dawn. The night lizard will only come out when it is pitch black outside. You don't want any light over here if you're keeping these things, if you want them to have a thriving good home. So the best thing about this thing, and while I keep saying this is a new project, even though I only have one lizard, is the fact that this is once again a... There was sweat going down my butt crack, and I didn't like that feeling, I'll tell you that right now. I forgot the word. I can't remember it. The morning geckos. It's not prolific. They're they are a parthenogenic. Jesus Christ, why was that so hard? This is a parthenogenic species, and not only are they parthenogenic, they're also live bearers, which is absolutely awesome. This will be the first reptile species I've worked with that does live bearing instead of laying eggs, which is something I'm very excited for. I didn't even know that when I bought the animal. I just bought it because I thought it was cool, and I like having cool stuff, shining spotlights on really uncommon stuff in the hobby. It's kind of like my thing now for the YouTube videos. But the fact that I found out they are why can't I not? Parthenogenesis. Come on, Dakota, get your head in the game. Parthenogenic and live bearing. That is so cool, which means, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have some yellow spotted night lizards over here in either 2025 or 2026, which is so cool, man. I think they're a really cool species. Definitely not a Hannibal one. The guy warned me multiple times. He was like, don't handle it. The bite sucks. And I'm like, it's fine, dude. I own tokay geckos. It ain't that big of a deal. It's like, nah. Their bite sucks more than tokays. I'm like, really? However, I have been talking to a couple dudes that own these things, and yeah, their bite apparently does suck more than tokay geckos. They also, just like the alligator lizards, they will death roll on you, and they almost have like a beak-like mouth. So not a fun bite. I don't handle her. I kind of just let her in, and then I see her time to time. She really loves these cork tubes, so I put quite a few hiding places. We have like 7 hiding places for her, and she kind of chooses a different one each time, which is really cool to see. There you got it, boys and girls. Brand new lizard species over here, which is very exciting. I'm pretty thrilled about it, man. This is really cool. A new thing added to the list to add some variety over here. Now, if my standings geckos could do something other than just stand there and eat my gecko food. Oh, look, some crickets and isopods fell in because you're not even eating or breeding. You don't do anything but make my electricity go up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Do better, or you do better. I don't know which one it is. Unbelievable. There you got it, boys and girls. Another round trip of Dakota getting cool reptiles. Don't get too excited. This will probably be the last one I get for a little bit. Moving expenses are going to be very costly, and not only that is just the new place and everything, the costs that go around it. Money is going to be tight for a little bit while we get our bearings and start getting back into stuff. But hopefully we can still grab some cool stuff towards the end of the year, and then 2026 when we're back on our feet and really going, we'll obviously be getting some awesome stuff down the road. Wasn't enough fun stuff for you? Check out this unboxing video where we show off a bunch of really cool species, or this video right here. I don't know what it is, but I bet it's really cool. As always, thank you so much for taking the time of your day to follow us over here at Dakota Blue Exotics. I'll see you guys next time, but until then, goodbye.